For more than 20 years, CTV has captured the moments that matter in our community. From our studios in St.Clair, you're watching Focus with Paul Dingeman.
And hello once again, my name is Paul Dingeman. Glad you are here. We've got a very interesting show lined up for you today. Got a couple people from St. Clair County Community Mental Health and the Alzheimer's Association, and also a couple people from the wastewater treatment plants, which is a little spin on something else you want to know about. But let's begin with a friend by the name of Deb Johnson. Nice to see you there. Nice to
Always good to see you.
Wilhelm, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Let's talk about a busy month. It is Social Work Awareness Month. What is that all about?
Well, it's a time to raise awareness about the work that social workers do. They obviously, in our organization, we have a lot of social workers.
Yeah.
We have master's level social workers.
It's a tough job.
It is a tough job, especially in this day and age. And we have bachelor level social workers, but there's been a growing shortage of master's level, like licensed master social workers, really in the country, but and Michigan is not exempt from that shortage. Right. And so we actually started a kind of a grow your own program at Community Mental Health. Yeah, people who had worked for us who've been doing a great job at the bachelor's level and decide they want to be masters, we paid for their education with a commitment for them to return for a period of time. And if they left earlier, they have to pay back a portion of tuition or whatever. But so that's been working really good for us.
That's normal.
But I just think we know the work that they do can be super rewarding, but it also can be draining, challenging. Yeah. And so it's just a time to show our appreciation. It also happened to fall. It's the month of March, and then also March 7th was Employee Appreciation Day.
Oh, okay.
Across the board for all employees. Hopefully your people appreciated you appreciated them, Lynn, etc. Yeah.
And then the next one is Developmentally Disability Awareness Month.
I know it's a bit of a mouthful.
I have a couple times saying that one. Got a nice poster for you I found.
Nice.
And talk to me about that one.
Well, during that month, it's I guess officially called these days Intellectual and Developmental Disabilities Awareness Month. It changed. It used to be just Down Syndrome Awareness Month and just maybe, I don't remember the other, just one thing. But it combines all that now because Down syndrome is a developmental disability, as is autism, and cerebral palsy can be as well. And so, but the purpose of the month is really to educate people about the disabilities and raise awareness, and also to highlight some of the strengths and the contributions people with and any of those things make in our communities.
They really contribute.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that that they contribute, and so we want to make sure that we are inclusive, that we are kind, but mostly we want to raise awareness because, obviously things have come a long, long way since I was little, but I remember in my school, they had a room where folks with disabilities were, and they didn't even let them play on the playground with us. Oh. And I used to always ask, what are those kids doing over there? Yeah. And they'd be so far away, I couldn't really see. Like it was a disease and it was going to catch you. Yeah. You're going to catch it. And of course, we don't want any of that. We want inclusion, within the education system, and even in our community and in society as a whole. We employ people with disabilities. They're good workers, and there's all kinds of things like that. And so we hope people take the time this month to, learn a little bit. And you can learn a lot if you check it out on our website, Facebook. We have a lot of stuff on there.
You got a fun one coming up. Face Off for Mental Health with the Prowlers, coming up March 25th, right around the corner.
I think it's actually the 21st.
Oh, I got the wrong date.
That's okay. There's no typo.
I always sit to be corrected.
Well, I think our people sent you that, so I'm sorry. Because it is March 21st. Right. I don't know if you have the flyer too.
Yeah, I got the flyer.
Okay, but anyways, a couple years ago, the Prowlers approached us. That's the Port Huron hockey team, and they asked us if we wanted to partner up with them. And if we paid for a banner to hang in the arena, which we do because it hangs there all the time. Silver Sticks is there. Yeah. Tons of kids in there, tons of people, other events, and so we get a lot of views on our access information for so people know how to find us and who we are. So anyways, and then they said if you want to do that, which we did it, then we'll do a game, and the theme will be mental health, and how do you want to do that? We'll raise awareness. So there's some interviews. Unfortunately, I won't be there this year, but Karen Farr, our CFO, big hockey fan. In fact, her cousin, I think it's her cousin, is Tyler Mott of the Red Wings. We know him too because he's from here, St. Clair. But anyways, awesome. But she loves hockey, so she's going to do the puck drop this year, and
great!
There'll be a little interview. I did it last year, but she'll do it with Tori Ferris, who's the head of our local Blue Water NAMI, National Alliance for the Mentally Ill.
Yep.
And then proceeds from this event will go to NAMI to help them offset costs associated with the different family support programs that they have going on.
Okay.
So we hope people
So that'll
go.
be fun. The 21st, March 21st, I'm stand corrected.
There's discounted tickets, and if you get them from our website or from us, then we get like, I don't know, a couple of dollars for every ticket that's sold. So it'd be nice if people would do that. But if you don't do that, we'd at least like to see you there. And the first 500 people are going to get something very cool.
Okay. Good.
All right.
Good.
Yeah.
We won't tell them what it is. It's a surprise.
Surprise.
May the 10th, something that is dear to your heart, and that is Run for Recovery. You always love that one.
I do love it. Here's our
flyer on that one. There we go.
And,
there's the big flyer.
Oh, good. You got the flyer. Those people look a little bit heavy there, but they're really not. Here's this flyer. But anyways.
I stretched the picture.
That's okay. We do have, this is our 17th annual.
17th already, wow.
Yeah, 17th annual Healthy Minds, Healthy Bodies Run for Recovery. And, you know, it was getting bigger and bigger, and then COVID happened.
Yeah.
Then it got smaller. But now, last year, we actually had about 400 people.
Wow.
And this year, we're expecting over 500.
Wow.
We also have, I just learned about, do you know who Penny the Penguin is?
Yeah.
For the Walk for Warmth?
Yeah.
Penny Penguin, I think, is going to be there.
Wow.
Along with Levi the Bear from McLaren Port Huron.
Oh, my.
Along with the Prowlers.
And Mike McCartan, all three of them.
Yeah, and he'll be there, too. Maybe in a bunny suit or something. I know he's got one. He's our race director again, actually. We let him do that every year. And so, anyway, so it's a great event. It's a lot of fun, a lot of energy flowing that day. We'll have music. Barbara Payton is going to sing the national anthem. Yeah. And we also have the local high school band. We have the Drumline, Port Huron Drumline High School. And
you really did it this year. It's really
We've had the Drumline the last few years. Yeah. It's very exciting. And then middle school kids were their band plays too. It's fun.
Oh, it's a good day.
Yeah.
All right, that's the 10th of May, which must be a Saturday.
Yep, Saturday. It's Mother's Day weekend.
It starts at 8 a.m. for a 1 mile timed run.
For kids under 12.
2 mile at 9 o'clock.
Walk.
5 walk and 5K timed run at 9 o'clock too. So $30, that's not bad.
No.
If you register now.
No, if you hurry up and register before the price jumps up. And then there's all the information's on our Facebook, on our website to sign up. And
Do you see a lot of high school teams come out?
We have had some cross-country teams, but sometimes we've conflicted with, I don't even know if they do it, with track meets.
Yeah.
But I think cross-country's in the fall.
So it's $15 for anybody under 18, so that's good too.
Yep, so. 18 and under, $15.
All right. So we got all that off our table. Now we can meet Lynn.
Hey. Yes.
Hi, Lynn.
Hi, nice to meet
Paul
you
Dingeman
again.
is my name. Nice to meet you.
Great,
Go ahead.
Paul.
And I know that I've talked before here about the Dementia Alzheimer's Association of St. Clair County because you know that Marcia Haynes started it a number of years ago, and it became a 501c3, and it just keeps getting bigger and bigger. And finally, about a year and a half ago, we were able to hire our first director, which is Lynn Wilhelm, and we're putting on a big Caregiver Connections Expo, and I'm going to let Lynn start talking about it, and I'll just fill in the gaps.
Yeah.
Let me ask
if I
you a
need
question.
to.
Is the Alzheimer's Association part of Community Mental Health? No, you're separate entities.
No, but I'm on the board.
You're on the board.
Yeah,
Okay.
but we are separate entities.
All right.
She's our president, so we appreciate that for sure.
All right, we'll forgive you for that.
Right. A lot to do, but she can just pile it on.
Yeah. Well, tell me about the association and what your work is.
Well, our work is we really support caregivers. So we provide.
That's the biggest part of it.
It is. It's really exciting. So we have advocacy resources, a lot of information, educational programs. But the most important thing that we do is we provide grants to help caregivers with day-to-day activities.
Wow.
So they're up to $1,500.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
To provide respite for the person that they're caring for, so
Yes.
that like the provider or the family person can go to a doctor's appointment or just get some time away because it's so stressful.
Right.
It can be stressful.
Right.
So and
really easy application on our website. All you need to do is apply. You need to have a loved one that you're caring for at your home that has dementia or Alzheimer's, and they have to be diagnosed by a doctor.
Okay.
And you need to live in St. Clair County.
Okay.
So pretty easy, and we have a lot of people that have been very supportive of that.
Now, the Caregiver Expo coming up in June, you've got a pretty big speaker coming.
It's going to be a great event. Yeah, Joan London's going to be here.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so she, for those who don't know her, she started off in Good Morning America.
Right.
She was a journalist. Now she speaks all over the country on different topics, but she's really interested in caregiving and self-care for caregivers. So
Okay.
that's what this day is going to be about, to help caregivers have a day off.
Yeah.
So we're really excited about that. It was from a large grant that we applied for, which took about 6 months to put together. It's called the Exhale, the Family Caregiver Initiative.
Oh, I love that. Exhale.
Yeah, so it's that, the name
Yeah.
does go with it, which is terrific. But it's supported by organizations like the Ralph C. Wilson Foundation, the Michigan Endowment Fund, Blue Cross Blue Shield Foundation, and the Southeast Michigan Community Foundation, which all is in our area that supports different initiatives. So we're really excited that they're supporting us.
And we had actually gotten a grant just a year ago from the Ralph C. Wilson Foundation for respite. Like, was it $25,000, $30,000?
Yes, $25,000.
Yeah, and so they've been pretty impressed, I think, with the work that we've been doing in St. Clair County. And this is completely free for the people who attend.
Yes, which is super exciting.
So I go on your web page and I can find more information on how
Lots
to
more
get tickets.
information.
And where is the event?
At the Blue Water Convention Center,
And there's-
June 3rd. And that day we also have our Marcia Haynes Award Luncheon. So
Oh,
we've got
wonderful.
a lot of activities going on that day. Now
Yeah.
the luncheon is $50, but we encourage everyone to attend. But if they can't, we do have some grants possible for people who are, have some financial
So
difficulties.
lunch is at noon.
And
$50.
And that information would be on there too.
Right.
And that you have to RSVP ahead for that. And then also we are looking for nominations for the Marcia Haynes Advocate of the Year.
Oh.
So we've been doing an individual and an organization. So people in mind that have made a big difference, whether through in supporting people with dementia, Alzheimer, or the cause itself.
Well, it doesn't have to be a group, it can be an individual.
Well, 2 awards. One is
Okay.
for a group, one's for an individual.
Yes.
And so, and it can be because somebody gives a lot of money, or a lot of time, a lot of
To support our
specific
organization.
support, whatever.
But the really cool thing too about that day is if you are a caregiver and you can't get out of your house, we have on-site care for your loved one. So you can bring them with you.
Oh, really?
And so all that guilt and all that, worrying about them
Oh,
will
yeah,
be taken
yeah.
away, and they can spend the day
Yeah, I'd
having
love
a
to
good
go,
time.
but I can't find anybody to take care of my
Yeah.
patient.
So you have to call ahead for that too,
Yep.
because we have to have the right counsel, we have proper staffing and
Right.
things like that.
Right.
But also, I just want to really emphasize that the day is about self-care for the caregivers, because we know how stressful caregiving can be.
Correct.
And so I know there's a yoga session,
Oh.
meditation,
Massage, essential oils.
massage,
We're going to have pet therapy there.
making
Oh.
a gratitude jar.
What was it?
Yes.
Pot?
Pet. Paul, pet.
Pet
P-E-T,
therapy.
like
Oh,
dogs.
pet.
Dogs.
I've
Yeah.
had this RSV in my head is just, I can't hear, but that'd be fun too.
Yeah. I was going to say now that you meant, no, I'm just
Right.
kidding.
Another subject.
But yeah, there's going to be a lot of different sessions, and so it'll be really fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to some telephone numbers. For Deb Johnson, you are able to be reached via crisis support line.
Yes, if you're in crisis or even think you're in crisis, don't hesitate to call 810-966-2575. I wanted to say 3 for some reason. And then, of course, our access to service line is the same as it's been for many years, 888-225-4447. Also, we always hope that people will connect with us through our social media, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram. And then we have a great website, so
Yeah.
check it out.
Okay.
And then you can also get more information about the Dementia Alzheimer's Association by
Going to www.daascc.org.
DAASCC.org. Okay.
And everything is on there.
All right, very good.
And they also have a Facebook page.
All
and
right.
we would love it if people would like and follow us, that page on Facebook, and like and follow the CMH page.
Right.
Share it with your friends, especially when there's events. Oh, and I know we didn't mention this, I don't think, but we're still looking for some more vendors.
Yes.
So if there are people who would like to be vendors, there's a small fee, and vendors get some tickets to the luncheon. If anybody out,
Who would be a vendor?
well, a lot of that in-home care support, like Beacon
Okay.
Home Health Care could be one. Any of the nursing homes could be one. Assisted living, memory care,
An
lawyers.
attorney,
Yeah, lawyers,
insurance, that type of thing.
insurance.
Okay.
Anything that's helpful
Okay,
to
very
them.
good. Well, ladies, thank you very much. It sounds like you're going to have a wonderful day.
Yeah, well, thanks
gonna
for
be a great
having
day.
me.
June the 3rd,
Yes.
and get your reservations in now because it'll be a full house.
Yes, sir.
Deborah,
Because we're
nice to
promoting
see
it
you.
all over in the other counties too.
Yeah.
So, yes.
Okay, good.
All right. Good to see
All
you.
right.
Always.
That's your invitation to join the ladies on June the 3rd. And of course, there was a whole bevy of other information from Deb Johnson there that you can get involved in, the Run for Recovery and all sorts of the hockey. It's just a busy, busy month. We'll be back in our next guest in just a second. Well, welcome back. We've got a couple notices here for you. We received a notification from Justin Westmiller at Homeland Security in St. Clair County, and he's told us that Severe Weather Awareness Week and statewide tornado drill is going to be from March 16th through the 22nd, and then on Wednesday, March 19th, 1 o'clock, at that time the county's outdoor sirens will be activated and be steady for 3 minutes for the tornado warning, just testing the equipment. So that's what that is all about. It's coming up March 16th through the 22nd with the tornado warning drill on March 19th at 1 o'clock. The wastewater treatment plants at both St. Clair and East China Township are very concerned about what you're flushing down the drain, and they have a consortium of wastewater treatment operators throughout the state that have come up with a very interesting video that you probably should take a listen to. Let's watch it right now.
A new Michigan state law requires wipes brands to display the Do Not Flush symbol prominently on non-flushable wipes packaging. This includes baby wipes, cleaning wipes, and makeup removal wipes. Non-flushable wipes are meant to be strong and should never be flushed. This law does not apply to wipes labeled as flushable because they're not made of plastic and pass flushability testing to ensure they break down in water like toilet paper. Knowing which wipes aren't flushable is important to keep them out of Michigan's sewer system. Did you know 90% of wipes sold today are not meant to be flushed? The other 10% of wipes sold in the United States are flushable wipes, which are meant to be a supplement to, or replacement for, toilet paper. The Do Not Flush symbol is an important tool for educating consumers about proper disposal practices. Almost 93% of those surveyed say they think they know what is or isn't flushable. However, nearly half, 48%, of Michigan residents reported flushing something they knew they shouldn't. In this test footage on the left, you can clearly see how the baby wipe doesn't break down in water, since its long, often plastic fibers keep it intact. These should always go into the trash, never the toilet. However, the flushable wipe in the middle and the toilet paper on the right both break down as intended. When non-flushable items do make their way through municipal sewer systems, they create rag balls that can clog or break wastewater equipment. With labeling guidelines in place and residents following smart flushing habits, we should see these surprise cleanup expenses decline, saving Michigan ratepayers more than $18 million a year. For more information about flushing smart in your community, visit flushsmart.org for helpful materials and more.
Well, there you go. Something you never think about, but it is rather important to keep those two systems running at optimum operation. That's both the East China Township and the City of St. Clair wastewater treatment plants. They appreciate if you would sort of watch that and not not flush anything down there that's not supposed to be flushed. That's about it for this edition of the Focus program. Thanks very much for tuning in. Till next time, I'm Paul Dingeman. See you soon.